I think it's very good.
You Chris, you ever thought about getting a melanin shot?
What does that mean?
Like you can for some time. This is a real thing. I heard about this some years back. My shirt is also super old. It's got old stains on it, so I'm thinking dirty.
I like it though. I like that you're repping Van Halen.
I love Van Halen.
You know?
But yes, some times ago, I was like 4 years ago, I heard about they came out with these melanin shots, and white people were taking them to make their skin darker, and it stays over some time. Like the same way people can bleach their skin,
Or like Botox?
the same way people can bleach their skin.
Okay.
I don't think Botox gets you darker, does it? No.
No. Okay, bleach your skin.
Bleach your skin is to get lighter skin.
Are they injections?
I think they are injections. Sammy Sosa has white skin. Have you seen Sammy Sosa?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the same way he's doing that, you can do the reverse of that and get darker skin.
Yeah, that's I'd never heard of
You
that.
want to throw one shade on? Would you throw one shade on right now? Just one shade of a little darkness, a little darkerness, not darkness.
Would you feel okay about that, or is that like it feels like
I think if you
blackface?
throw one shade on, no, it's blackface if you talking about like 20 shades, bro. You talking about going each week. You and the fucking doctor know each other on a first name basis. You are his real life friend.
Like what Sammy says in reverse.
Yeah, Sammy Sosa definitely knows his doctor by his fucking name. He's probably his doctor's godson. Goddad. But I mean, his doctor's fucking kids got it. You got me. But I'm saying like if you did like let's just say in order for you to be full blackface, right? It was like 30 appointments you had to go to. I'm saying one. I'm saying just a little tap of melanin. I'm saying just on some like where people saw you and were like, whoa.
You think I just look tan?
They'll think you just look like a little tan. Like you've been in the sun a little bit. Not like, hey, you got back from vacation tan. Vacation tan is 5 melanin shots.
Okay.
I'm saying like, hey, were you in the valley today? Like that kind of like one little heater. You know what I'm saying? Would you tap that real quick? Because what I'm saying, like Rob always complains about, oh, I can't wait till I'm 60 and I can become leathery fucking tan and go to a beach and just live there. And he's like, you know wealth by the fucking color of their tan. That's how you know real wealth. He jokes like it. But he's like,
It's
that's a
true,
real fucking thing. Yeah.
Yeah, those
So
old leather brown
that's all I'm
people.
saying is like, what if they're always kind of aggressive and offensive. Like, do you ever see white dudes that you just like, dude, you look like real leather.
Yeah.
You look like a fucking worn nice couch.
Yeah, do you think that's an attractive look?
I don't think it's attractive at all. But
I think when older women look like that, there's like an element of it being sad.
yeah,
You're
probably.
kinda like,
Why do you make
oh.
everything sad? You bring everyone down.
Just,
I
I'm
don't
just
disagree
looking for the
with you.
sadness beneath it. You know
I
what I
don't
mean?
disagree with you, but it's just a strong way to start the show. It's like, let's bring sadness into
I'm
it.
so sorry.
No, but I'm with you though. It's like I do when I see, yes, they always have the same haircut too. When I see they do, and they always have big shades on with the reflective things in movies,
and maybe some fake boobs too.
definitely fake boobs.
Yeah.
You don't get fucking damn near fake skin unless you're getting fake boobs to match.
You gotta go for it.
You got to go for it. I'm not asking you to get in that game at all. I'm asking you one shot of melanin just to add a little spot. I like your skin tone. I think you wear it well. I think with
Thanks.
your beard, it looks nice. It looks like your ancestors were Vikings. I believe that. You know what I'm saying? I believe that you are a modernized version of a Viking. If you can be in touch more with your feminine side, that's what a Viking would be nowadays. He would be you.
If a Viking was in touch with their feminine side, it would be me.
Yeah. I think that's who you are. I don't think there's anything
nice.
wrong with that. Vikings are like fucking, aggressive and barbaric.
Vikings are intense.
Yeah, and I don't think you're that.
No. I mean,
But I think your great grandpa was that.
I think they were probably like vodka Russian style dudes.
Are you Russian?
Czechoslovakian, which is like
Same
very
shit.
Eastern European. It's all kind
Yeah.
of the same thing.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. Like I see those A Day in Russia like memes, and
Yeah.
I'm like I could see that being my family.
We do a lot of Russian
in the
categories.
past.
Chanel's Russian.
Oh, Russian videos for ridiculousness out of Russia.
We have so many.
Perfect.
And nothing scares me more than how much shit we talk about Russia, and then I found out we air in Russia, and that was the scariest thing to me. I was like, oh, this is awkward. Russians are known to be fucking violent too.
I feel like Russia kind of feels like I don't want to say a third world country to me. I just don't even know what happens in Russia. I just randomly
no one
see
knows what happens in Russia.
Russia's kind of like Bigfoot to me. Like you only see a video every once in a while, and you're like, that was crazy. Yeah. Well, I wonder if everything's like that.
They do a lot of fucking bungee jumping from project buildings. I don't know if you call them projects in Russia, but it'd be like 30-story buildings, and they just always have a cord tied to them. They jump down into the snow and they bounce back. Russia gets
I've
weird.
Seen one of those
Russia gets weird,
jump,
bro.
like 10 stories into a huge pile of snow.
Yeah, it looks fun but dangerous.
Yeah. Yeah, see, while the Vikings were exploring and raping and pillaging, I feel like maybe my ancestors were just jumping off 10-story buildings into the snow.
I mean, the Washington Redskins fucking changed their name to just the Washington team, I think, or the Washington organization, or
the
whatever.
Washington football team.
Look at you keeping up with your sports. I like it. The Washington football team. Like, for me, it's like, is there a day in time when we get to every sports team changes? Because you were like, when the Vikings were raping, and I'm like, the Vikings are still here.
Oh.
The Vikings are still fucking here.
I've never thought of the Vikings as an offensive.
I didn't either until you just talked about that rape they were doing.
And
I was like, okay, let's get them out of here.
Wow.
And then how do cities select? Like, we feel like as Minnesota was just like, are we cold and white? Should we just go for Vikings?
I mean, they
That's
got
fair.
a bunch of Nordic people that live in Minnesota.
Well, how the fuck did we get the Bulls in Chicago? You ain't seen a bull in
But
Chicago
it's a great
ever.
name.
It is a great name.
It's a
I
great
like
mascot.
it. I'm rocking with it.
I like a good animal. I was excited to see what animal would become Washington, D.C.'s new.
I think next year they'll have to do it, or they'll wait until they sell the team and they'll make a decision. Hey, we're gonna become this thing. Yeah, I don't know. What was the weirdest mascot you knew of growing up that you were like, what the fuck? Or what team had a name and their mascot just didn't match? Because there's a fucking gorilla that represents Arizona for the Phoenix Suns, and nobody knows why. Nobody's questioned it, but the nigga's amazing. He does flips in the stands and all kind of shit.
I can picture the gorilla.
But he's a gorilla, and you're like, there are no gorillas in Arizona.
And nothing with the sun and gorillas really matches.
I don't know of anything with suns and gorillas.
What the Devil Rays existed for like 4 years.
The Devil Rays were cool though.
Yeah, they were super cool.
And it was Tampa Bay.
And then people were like, the Devil, don't use the Devil's name.
New
and
Jersey
they changed it to the Rays.
The New Jersey fucking hockey team is called the Devils. The New Jersey Devils. No one's
but
ever
people in
touched
New
it.
Jersey are like, that's my day.
They're devils.
I am a devil, and I'm happy to go.
And you don't think Tampa Bay has devils?
Oh yeah,
home of devils.
Oh yeah. Old devils.
Old devils. I've been to Tampa.
Yeah.
Nothing there but Busch Gardens.
Yeah, and like old people and storms every 25 minutes.
Old people love the heat.
Old people love Florida.
That might be it. But no, old people love Arizona. They're fighting.
Yeah.
If you had an old people Olympics and you just put Arizona versus Florida, who's winning?
I imagine that Florida is the old person place. Could you just see yourself?
You don't
getting
think
old, moving out to
Arizona
the desert?
is the other old person place? Florida is like when you're old and you're still kind of fucking wild. You want to live life on the wild side still. Arizona is like, hey, I'm here to act like I'm retired with my wife, but I'm going down to Scottsdale to look at the little snow bunnies.
Yeah, see,
it's a little freaky too there. But Florida is like everywhere.
They have
the Wild
Scottsdale. They have Tempe. They have like all these little Phoenix. They have all these little. I feel like people go hard in Arizona.
Arizona parties hard.
Yeah, like they have all the party schools, and then, the adults there are just graduated party school students.
Yeah, you have to like write down how many fucking beer bongs you did on your resume, fucking transcript.
In order to vote.
Yeah, to get to Arizona State.
Oh, yeah.
You want to join
varsity beer pong in high school.
Varsity, impressive. Your resume is quite impressive. Says here you never blacked out.
Well, we need somebody with experience.
Here at Amazon.
Some people who are watching us on YouTube are realizing that something's a little different.
Chris had a shot of melanin in his skin. He's darker already. No, we are in the new home of wine and weed. Yes.
It's a new house.
We're making so much money at Wine and Weed that I still live in the other house, but we moved the podcast just here.
This is just a wine and weed house.
Just a podcast house. It's fucking amazing. If you've heard of like the TikTok house or the Trilla house, we went ahead and got ourselves a wine and weed house.
Yeah. So
I'm loving it.
Yeah. Does that mean we come out with a bunch of different wine and weed podcasts? We have like weed and wine, but it's like 2 girls.
It's a whole bunch of different guests. I mean, hosts. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, different versions.
I fuck with that. We rent the house out to different alcoholics and weed hits.
Yeah. Just like you walk around the house and there's a different podcast being shot in every room.
Each room, yeah.
But they're all smell like weed.
It's kind of like OnlyFans, the OnlyFans house they had.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, where they were shooting all that stuff. That's kind of cool.
This would be fancier than that.
Well, if nothing else, welcome home, guys. Hey, welcome to your new home. Yay.
Yeah.
We're all one big family. Welcome home, motherfuckers. As the weeks go on, our home will be more fitted out. Right now, we're still moving. There's not a lot going on in the background. But believe me, your house will look amazing by the end of this. If nothing else, I am your host, Sterling Steelo Brim, a.k.a. S to the B to your best of the breed, a.k.a. is our third lady. No, it's just me, a.k.a. Concerned Father, a.k.a. Black Mama, a.k.a. R.I.P. Black Mamba, a.k.a. shout out to motherfucking LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers on the motherfucking 17th championship.
Hey.
Big rings in the air, bitch. A.k.a. Stevenson, a.k.a. Stallington. Is that a real one? A.k.a. your stylist. And last but not least, not this week, but I'm always in it in spirit, a.k.a. your Uncle Elroy. And with me as always,
I'm Chris Reinacher, a.k.a. The Chronosewer, a.k.a. Speed Bump, a.k.a. La La La, a.k.a. Slump King.
The Goop in Your Gap.
The Goop in Your Gap. And, of course, Big
Melanin,
Sexy with the glass. No.
Melanin +1.
And Melanin -1. And John Ross is joining us via satellite. What's up, John Ross?
Oh, hello. I'm John Ross, a.k.a. the Article Assassin, a.k.a. the Knows That Knows, Young Jeff Goldblum, the Gorilla in Manila, and of course, Big Sexy with the glasses.
God is a fucking fool. Every week, boy.
Wow.
You still sexy to me, I'll tell you that much.
Cutting John like laughing at me like, I know.
And we are smoking iced lemonade, which is really cool. Sounds cool. We're gonna smoke. I got a COVID test, 2 of them this week. I know you got one.
Right. I got one this week.
Yeah. So we're gonna smoke a joint together, which has been the first time in a while.
I know,
let's
that's exciting.
Enjoy each other, and we are drinking.
And we're drinking the wine and weed wine, guys.
Yeah, look, Cap.
I know you might be thinking, wow, they're in a new house. They're really blowing up. Well, maybe there will be some products on the line, some merch coming your way.
Coming soon. Maybe
in the season 3, maybe at the end of the year.
Maybe at the end, might be big announcements and other shit. We're just trying to make sure we are giving you guys everything you have asked for. You guys are our family. You've been loyal to us. We want to make sure we're being loyal to you.
And sorry, we moved we moved carefully. Like, we didn't announce that we were moving because we weren't exactly sure. We didn't announce that this next thing's coming, but they will come.
Yeah. And we got some guests coming up too.
End out the year with some good guests.
I know you guys think we're done with. No, we're not done with guests. We're about to turn that shit back up. We want to just make sure that you guys that you love me and Chris as well, and it wasn't just a thing like we like celebrities. And it's like,
yeah, we don't want to.
We're kind of cool. Fuck with us,
friends. Okay.
Yeah, we Starfucker. Oh,
you know,
us.
And like when people are like, I'm only interested if a celebrity's involved.
Yeah, I know.
Like a project.
That's called a groupie.
Well,
we don't want no fucking groupie followers.
Yeah, we don't.
We want y'all to fuck with us.
Here for us
so when the big celebrities get here, y'all could be like, damn, we was over here just trying to be mentally fucked by Chris and Steelo, and now we being mentally fucked by celebrities too.
We were there when they were moving into the wine and weed house.
Yeah. Now they're moving into a sex house.
I got a question. I haven't talked to you about it off air.
Trump.
What do you think we try to go for by the end of the year? 100,000 followers on YouTube.
We did talk about this.
But what if we just announce it as a goal? Let's get 100,000 subscribers.
I've never tried shit like this because this is not like my
speed. I know. That's why I'm confronting you.
But I'm actually I'm gonna fuck with you on it. I'm gonna predict, right? I'm gonna predict that we have like 76,000 right now.
Yeah,
76 and some change. Right? I'm gonna predict that every person on this that's watching right now at home, every subscriber that we have is gonna tell a friend. And we're going to get 152,000 followers, not by the end of the year. But eventually, 152,000 followers if each of you just tell somebody. It's that simple because I feel like this is the best fucking show on earth. I'm not just saying that. Somebody shitted on me last week And they were like, oh, because somebody left a comment like, this is the best podcast ever. It needs more recognition. And somebody's like, is this Steelo's burner account? And I was like, they hate me. They hate me for fucking speaking so highly of this podcast that I think we do an amazing job on.
Yeah, I mean, I listened to some podcasts this week.
Let's get into it. Let's hate on some
I like
motherfuckers,
our
Chris.
podcast.
Let's start some beef. Fuck it.
I mean, we're hanging out, drinking wine, smoking weed. A lot of other podcasts are doing that, but I see us as better.
I say
should we like be like rappers where we're like fuck other podcasts?
I think
like
I like that.
Beef?
I like that because I'm thinking about it right now and how people are doing the game now and how the shit is moving. Is motherfuckers are hitting pay-per-view for full-on fights. I say we challenge the podcast we think we're better than in a pay-per-view fight. We fight motherfuckers, whether it be Joe Budden and them or Joe Rogan or Jesus and Merrill or whoever. We knock them the fuck out. And we take over that podcast.
Are you saying that I am literally going to like fight somebody?
I'm saying you are one of the fights. I'm obviously the fucking headline. I'm the main card, Chris. I'm the main event. I am here to knock motherfuckers out.
Or we do tag team,
Back again. That's
yeah.
what I don't know when that's begin.
I was thinking of the WWE wrestlers. WWF wrestlers, let's be honest.
Yeah, when we were growing up.
Yeah.
But would you do like tag team though? Like who would you like? You think we'd beat motherfuckers up if we do tag team? And I'm not talking no fake wrestling though.
I think we could beat the Call Her Daddy girls.
Easy.
Except I think there's only one of them now.
They left?
I just listened to their podcast this week. And hey, I wasn't referencing their
So is it just called Daddy Girl now?
I don't know. I think it's just, right now it's just one girl.
It's just a reminder in her phone, like, call Daddy Girl. That's what it says now.
Oh.
No, I don't even know what that is. I don't even watch podcasts. I'm just talking shit.
No, that's a pretty popular podcast.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
I got to start listening and watching more podcasts because you always tell me about all the cool shit going on. I just don't pay enough attention. But I hear there's amazing podcasts out there. Shout out to Joe Budden's podcast. I hear great things about it. These are those guys have been killing it forever. They have that huge fucking Showtime show now. I think we're headed in that direction, Chris. I think that me and you are just doing what we're doing each week, and we're just supplying this organic energy.
Yeah, and growing this community that we have with us.
Fuck with y'all.
I like podcasts.
What kind of community would this be right now if you had to put a label on it? If we're talking like, I guess, L.A., New York, wherever, what community or neighborhood is the community that watches this podcast?
Ooh, I don't know. I think it's a couple different neighborhoods, which is part of the reason I like it. I feel like it's like, I think we have a combo of people who are like party fun people and people who are like smart people. And
you
then
don't think no hood motherfuckers in here? Hold it down?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. You seem too confident with that hood shit.
We got some. I'm thinking about the audiences at our live shows.
I think we have ladies here for sure. Like a lot of ladies that love you. Each week they're just talking about
baby
you.
Daddy.
Because Passion of Christ 2 is coming out and you have an audition.
I know, for Jesse Christ.
He could be Jesse Christ's brother.
Jesus' cousin.
Jesus has real siblings though.
He has 3?
They never get mentioned. They never get talked about like that.
Oh, it's like a Malik Obama style situation.
Malik Obama, yeah.
Have you ever researched Malik Obama though?
Wait, you trying to say Malik Obama's is this like something that the alt-right is saying, Chris?
No, it's a real guy. I researched him recently.
But he not nobody that's really fucking with the Obamas.
He's Barack Obama's brother. But he's like, fuck, I just researched this a few weeks ago.
Who is this dude, bro?
I don't like him. And he seems to be a bad guy.
He said he's a politician. He lying.
No, he's not. But he, because Barack Obama's dad is Kenyan, right?
Yeah.
So I think that this brother
I'm looking at
basically didn't get to go to America. It's like a half brother, I think, and feels like he got the short end of the stick. And so for attention, he like hates on Obama. I think there's a photo of him.
He
ain't
didn't meet my boy Barry for the first time until 85, fam.
What?
He didn't even meet Barry for the first time until 85.
Yeah,
fam.
they didn't like grow up together. They're just related.
This motherfucker was 27 when he met Barry.
Yeah, is that true? Is that what you're reading?
Yeah.
Yeah. I randomly researched him because I thought he was fake, and then I found out that he's real, kind of.
Man, everybody got brothers and sisters and shit. You know what I'm saying?
This is like Jesus' siblings.
Yeah, this is like Jesus' siblings. Jesus' siblings don't get no love. You even know he had siblings, did you?
Malik Christ?
Malik, nah. It was just probably Jesse. Joseph didn't even get the name Jesus, did he? No, Joseph wasn't part of that.
Yeah, who did name Jesus was God.
I'm guessing God was like, Jesus. Yeah, he probably just yelled out real quick.
Were people named Jesus at the time?
There can only be one Jesus, fam.
So it's a new name?
Do you know anybody named Jesus now?
Jesus.
That's not the same thing.
Well, they're named Jesus.
They're not named Jesus. They're named Jesus.
Well, they're not named Jesus Cristo, which to them is Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I know that. No, it's Jesus. No, they do Jesus Cristo.
Jesus Cristo. Yeah, I don't know. No, I don't know anybody named Jesus.
You want to give the fans a
How would you
story?
feel-
You want to get into a real story? We
Yeah,
can edit
sure.
it out. We can edit the fuck out if we can't say it, but it's a good story.
What is it?
You know the story
Well,
about your brother.
Oh shit! I just told that story this week.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I like the story.
Yeah. Do you,
I think
mean,
it's
you want me to
we
tell
have
right
time. Chris, okay, I'll give a lead in just so you can take it away. Okay.
now? Okay.
Chris had a story. He came to me some years back and was like, "Bro, I have a brother."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Fuck out of here." He was like, "No, I have a brother." And I was like, "All right." And then as he went on his journey with his brother and stuff, he came back and it was just a fucking interesting story. And I was just like,
Yeah.
"This is so cool for you to be meeting your brother so late in the game."
Yeah.
Just take it away.
Well, when I was 26,
I'm gonna light up too.
I found out I had a brother.
Mm-hmm. 6 years ago.
Time
flies.
It right, yeah.
I thought it was fucking 2 years ago.
It feels like that. But I was at the time when I found out, I was like having a couple of drinks with a coworker, and I got a call from my dad, and I answered, and you're kind of like drinking, answer the phone with your parents, and you're like, "What's up?" And he was like, "Hey, can I ask you a question?" And I was like, "Yeah,
Is
what's
this serious? To blow my fucking drunk.
And he was like, "Can you check if you have I'm trying to figure out if I could. I think he's okay if I say his name.
If not, just leave it.
But he's like, "Do you have a Facebook friend request from a guy named?" And I was like, "I don't know why." And he was like, "No. Can you check?" And I was like, "Okay." Like my dad's never talked to me on Facebook. Okay. And I check and sure enough I do. And I go, "Yeah." And it's this, afroed, like half Puerto Rican dude wearing a backwards hat. He's in between like two attractive people in a bar.
Could you see he
has
was
some
half Puerto
Instagram
Rican from a
filter
picture?
on.
Because you got a fucking eye if you can just spot a half Puerto Rican.
No,
from
but
nowhere.
he's like kind of Afro-Latino looking, you know what I mean? And he, and I was like, "Yeah, how come?" My dad's like, "Well, it looks like that might be my son." And I was like, "What?" Like, because I don't know how I would have taken
this is coming from
I don't know how I
nowhere.
would have taken this like sober in the morning.
Also, how would you take this at a younger age? You were at an age where you can digest. Like my dad could have fucked somebody else.
Oh yeah, Well, I mean, also my parents are divorced,
They
and
were
there is a
separate
little bit of
then?
a confusing. Yeah, there is a little bit of a timeline that's like, but it. So then we basically, actually, what's funny is I have the Facebook transcripts from the first time that he DM'd my sister, because he DM'd my sister and was like, "Hey, did your dad work at the hotel next to the World Trade Center in 1981?"
It's an aggressive way of going about finding out if these are your siblings.
I have the.
I think there are classier ways to find out if somebody's your sibling.
Long story short, his mom worked as a dry cleaner in New York City, and where my dad used to get his shirts cleaned. And while him and my mom were seeing other people, she was studying abroad in England. That timeline seems to match up. So not asking that many questions.
Would you have been
about
mad
it.
if it didn't match up?
Well, sure, but it's also just more complicated because their relationship. It's not like it's in the middle of a relationship. That must be weird as well. For people in that situation where they go, well, something happened 33 years ago. What does that mean about our marriage now?
Yeah.
But
okay. I'll let you
anyway,
go.
that wasn't part of the situation in this. She worked as a dry cleaner, and my dad explained it to my sister as she was like a very nice woman, and explained to me, "Chris, she was hot, so hot." And basically was banging the dry cleaner.
Have you ever seen the movie Mr. Deeds?
Yeah.
Continue.
Does he bang a dry cleaner?
No, it's the same story. They banged the maid, and that's how he ended up. You remember?
Oh yeah, that's how the whole thing started.
Yeah, it was the whole thing. We go.
So he.
No, I got you. Your dad banged the hot dry cleaner in New York City.
Yes, but she told him she couldn't get pregnant. She was like, "I can't get pregnant. It's a thing."
So he pulled out the rubber.
And so I guess so. and
I can't get pregnant.
And then one day he came into the shop and she was pregnant. And he was like, I thought you. And she was like, yeah, but this isn't yours. This is my Puerto Rican boy.
Okay, so he did. So okay, because I don't even remember that part of the story. So he did in that time see that he possibly could have had a child.
Yeah,
and she let him know it wasn't his. Though.
It wasn't his.
That
and
adds a huge layer that
even
I didn't
more,
know was there.
The baby was delivered, and he went to her house, like held the baby, and was like, "You sure?" She was like, "John, I'm positive." And they both tell this story.
Everyone knows when you hold a baby, though, you can tell right away within the first 10 seconds if it's yours. I just made that up right now. So, it's the
like
dumbest thing I've heard.
In your head.
You're like, no, this isn't it.
No, but they, and so he went, okay. And he moved to California with his girlfriend who became his wife. He started a family. He had my sister a few years later. And
he
then
was
he
like,
had
okay.
me.
And literally his car was already outside with all his shit packed. He was waiting on her to tell him.
That's kind of how I see it.
He was like, all right.
He was like, we're good.
Honey, start the car.
So he went to California. So actually, I kind of had this lighter feeling like we have right now.
I don't need that. I was just in an ash over there.
When I was hearing the story, and I was kind of like taking the advice as stop having unprotected sex, Chris. You know. Then I talked to my sister. My sister was about to be. She was engaged to be married, and she was like, "What else don't we know about Dad? Has he killed somebody?" And I was like, "You don't really believe that." She was like, "I don't know what to believe anymore."
Has he?
But hey, we don't know. No, but like it was really interesting that we had like such different like takes.
Can I cut you off for 2 seconds?
Yeah.
Chanel West Coast had a quote today that I need to share with you. That was a very powerful quote in my opinion. She said, just understand this. We walk past and drive past murderers every day. We don't know it.
Oh my God.
And I was like, that's a fact, but also that's the scariest fact to think about. But continue.
Wow.
So your dad maybe has murdered is what I'm saying, Chris.
No, I don't think he's murdered.
I don't think your dad's actually a murderer. For you to defend him now makes me feel like
he hasn't. Okay, look, he may have had a kid. Okay, so
your brother.
So asked me to call him, and I was kind of putting it off. If I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know what it was gonna be like. If I'm gonna be honest, it's kind of weird to like go meet someone who's related to you who has a totally different upbringing than you. You're like, what is this gonna reveal about myself?
It's your brother, bro.
Yeah, but you're also kind of like afraid of like, what am I going to learn about like who I am based on who this person is, who was raised in a totally different circumstance.
Yeah,
so I put it off a few times, and then I sat down at a Brazilian restaurant in Los Feliz outside, and I
sat down, got a Brazilian wax, and
called him during. He was like, oh. So, no, I called him up, and he was a really cool dude, and he was a filmmaker.
He's your fucking brother.
Yeah, and he was like creative, and he was a filmmaker, he was a photographer, he was a teacher.
Yeah.
He really cared about his relationships with other people.
Just
we
like
just
you.
seemed to have a lot of similarities.
You were like, if I was Puerto Rican. You literally looked at him and steps and he said, if I was Puerter Rican, this is who I would be.
Yeah.
That's
he
cool.
smoked weed. He was like, I was also like, I always thought I got my creativity from like my mom's side, and because my mom's like an artist and my dad is like a business person.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, maybe my dad's got something in him. He didn't know about it if he created these two kids.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was a really positive experience, but he wound up flying to California to go meet my dad, and I was going up to visit one of my friends in Oregon. So I was going to give him a ride up to meet my dad.
Yeah.
So I met him in a McDonald's parking lot across the street from BuzzFeed.
Where all magical things happen.
Yeah. and it's meeting your brother.
Yes.
Is like, what's up? What do you do? How do you say hi?
Was it like a long hug?
You think it would be, but
I got Nucky and Wrigley back in the McDonald's parking lot as well.
Oh, really? That's hilarious.
And it was a long hug.
I think I thought about that while you told that story.
Oh, really? That's funny.
That's so funny. No, so if I can be honest, we got along. Everything was chill. We went to like a work party, and then he came and went to one of my shows. I mean, he came pretty quickly, so I didn't like have time to plan. I didn't mean to be like, come watch
cut
me.
that GIF out, and it's gonna be my favorite GIF to use on Instagram.
What?
He came pretty quickly, so I didn't know what to play. It was perfect. We're gonna cut that one out. It's gonna be my usable GIF.
Anyway, he just came along for a night with me, and then spent the night at my apartment, and And we drove up the coast the next day, and all of a sudden we're in Santa Barbara, and he's like, hey, I just kind of like, I don't usually smoke cigarettes, but I kind of like want a cigarette right now. Like, I'm pretty nervous right now. Like,
fuck yeah.
And I was like, okay, no problem. We pulled off on.
Did you smoke one with him?
No, I didn't, but I let him smoke a cigarette.
Fuck you, that kind of guy though that you would, even though you don't
Sometimes
smoke
I
I know you don't smoke cigarettes. Yeah. It's your brother though. That's your brother.
Yeah, well, I was letting him have it, you know?
Yeah.
It's also a big experience for him.
Yeah.
You know, so we
from
pull
him.
up.
Oh, give me one too.
Can I get a drag?
Both of us, right?
He's like staring out at the ocean, like thinking about his whole life. I'm like, can I get a? No,
it's like I'm meeting him for the first time too. It's like, no, you're not.
What would it be like to meet my dad for the first time? He's like, shut up, dude. No, make it about me. There was a weird. Anyway, so we pull up, and weirdly, the spot next to the pier is open, which like never happens in Santa Barbara ever. So we pull up, we get out. It's sunset.
Destiny.
And he smokes a cigarette, and then he's like, hey, you know what? I don't think we have a picture. And I was like,
destiny.
And I was like, you're right, we don't. Should we take a selfie? And it was like 2014.
What kind of phone? What phone
so
was that,
the word
7?
selfie was still kind of funny. It was like, selfie? Should we take a selfie? Remember when selfie was a joke for like 4 years? You just use the word selfie to be like, I don't know.
And now people just say selfie.
Yeah, no, it's like it's a
real thing. It's a dictionary.
So we take it, and then we turn the phone around. No, it didn't have a back. It didn't have a front-ward facing camera. So that's the 7.
Okay.
Because we turn the phone around and we look at it, and then that moment happened.
He wasn't there. He's a vampire. It's clear where this story's going, Chris. He was a fucking vampire.
He was a vampire. No, but that moment that you like, that earlier moment that you said, like, did you look at him in the eyes and go, brother? Like, did you feel some caveman sense? Weirdly, it was looking at a selfie of us together, and
it was almost like looking at a double selfie of yourself.
Me and Puerto Rican me.
Damn, real shit. You probably realize I see so much of myself.
We were like, our twins. Noses are the same.
Fucking twins.
We have a birthmark here. And then,
how old is he?
He's 33
at the time.
At the time, so he's like
he was older
6 years older than me.
Okay, so he was you looked up to this guy.
So then we like hug. Then we have that 10-second hug.
Yeah, there we go.
At that moment, unspoken.
And it was sunset.
It's sunset on the beach.
There is no more romantic story I've ever heard of somebody meeting their brother.
And then we separate, and we don't know what to do for a second. And we just hug again.
Yeah.
Like, you know that moment?
That's dope, bro.
It's a beautiful moment.
That's
so
dope.
I'm driving up the coast, and I'm thinking kind of exactly what I was saying at the beginning of this story. I drop him off. Him and his dad, my dad got a DNA test and me and all that. As I'm driving up the coast, I'm like thinking about that idea of like we're two separate people, but we're the same person living two separate
lives,
circumstances.
Yeah.
And your life could be so different.
Your journey is so different, but you're somehow in the same place. Like you're the same person still, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the DNA test came back.
Yeah.
And it turned out that was not my father's son.
That's my favorite part of the story, y'all. When this motherfucker came to me, I think
you were the person who told this story.
We're real friends. So I was there every step of the way of him finding out he had a brother and him doing this stuff. And I was like, this is so fucking sick. And then for him to come in to me one day and say, that's not my brother. It was like he could not get his time back that he spent with this stranger.
No, I value the time I spent with the stranger.
Okay.
And you know, I still consider a brother. You know,
that's fucking sick.
We had that experience. Yes, we still.
Oh, that's fucking sick.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's so
and
sick.
He still talks
Did he
to
ever
my
find
dad.
his dad?
His mom.
It's a fair question.
Yeah, which is a fair question because it is kind of it is interesting to look at it as my story when really it's story. You know, it is the version that happened to me is very ironically funny. It's fucking hilarious. But I don't mean to take away from Mark's journey, but his mom was like, well, there's one other person that person died in a car crash in 1994. So
his mom was tired of looking. There's nothing. Have you ever seen the Maury?
That's a possibility.
Have you never seen Maury? Every time on Maury, they bring that girl back for the 4th time, and they tell her, "Hey, Chris, you are not the father. They come to her and Maury does his bullshit thing that he says, hey, if you want us to, we'll help you still find it. Because he's down for another episode, but that's how he says it to her. And she says, actually, I know who the baby daddy is. He's dead. By the 4th episode, the daddy's always dead. You know why? Because they're tired of fucking looking on television,
it gives you
on
peace.
Facebook, and everything else.
Yeah.
So, I know you're an amazing guy.
Yeah, and hey, and also I got to get to know his family. I think his family is really awesome.
Is that really like your family still? You talk to them too?
I think his whole experience. I think he's lucky to. She's a great mom and has an association like with almost like surrogate parents.
He live out here?
Family, friends, parents. He had father figures in his life, which I think is good.
Sick.
He lives in New York City. He lives in Harlem.
Oh, he lives in Harlem.
And you should hire.
Oh, he lives in Harlem.
Yeah, so if you're in New York City, you need someone to shoot a video. Hire Mark.
Okay. Free promo.
He shoots a bunch of great shit.
Man, that's okay. He lives in Harlem. That changes everything. Okay.
Oh, I didn't pitch that at the beginning.
You may have. I may have just missed it. I was too excited about the ending.
Yeah, he grew up in Harlem.
I was too excited about the ending that I knew already.
Hey, yeah. Anyway, I guess we can go.
Let's get to the fucking show, right?
2 cops fired after beating porcupines to death. Twitter users react. On this episode of Things That Matter More Than Black Lives, Black Americans are reminded that they are less important than rodents. 2 Maine police officers from the Rockland Police Department, 27-year-old Addison Cox and 30-year-old Michael Rollerson, were fired after allegedly giving porcupines the Rodney King special. According to the Courier-Gazette, Cox and Rollerson beat porcupines with their nightsticks until they were dead, while the 3rd officer recorded the beating. The incident took place in June but wasn't reported until late August. The Rollerson and Cox were swiftly fired in early September, and the 3rd officer was placed on administrative leave. By October 2, Cox and Rollerson were hit with a count of aggravated animal cruelty and a misdemeanor count of night hunting charges. Cox was also charged with a misdemeanor unlawful use of possession of implements or aids, and Rollerson was charged with a misdemeanor illuminating wild animals or birds. Although brutalizing animals is wrong, a sincere American citizen and member of human race can't help but wonder why a porcupine received its just due, while victims like Breonna Taylor are still fighting to prove they were unlawfully murdered despite mounting evidence. As a result, people have taken to social media where they pointed out this obvious lack of care.
Yeah, I mean, before we even get into the seriousness of it, what did these porcupines do to these cops to get this treatment?
Yeah, were they reported? Were they making mischief?
Yeah, like
were they resisting?
What Karen called the cops on porcupines? This is the question. And then secondly, what the fuck?
Yeah, why?
How is this even happening? And like, is like for me as someone?
Wait, which one are you still talking about the porcupine? Because I could talk about the porcupine for a second before we compare it.
No, I'm not talking about the porcupine anymore. I was more saying like, for me, it's like Nucky just is a fucking bully.
These dogs.
These dogs love you. For me, it's like, to me, the only way something like this can even happen is if you wanted to show black people they wasn't shit. Honestly, I don't see this even being a thing unless you wanted to really just be like, you know what, to fucking piss off black people is if we fucking made examples out of Cox and Rollerson, who we didn't like anyway.
I think
the porcupine incident.
I think they definitely didn't like these guys anyway.
And is Rollerson black?
What? No, they can't be.
I'm asking a question.
If they're black cops,
are they black cops?
Can
we see the pictures of the cops?
I think
there's both of them. Damn, I can't.
The guy on the right is like transparent. That guy needs a melatonin shot.
He does, for sure. Okay, well he's got a. I don't know. He's something.
Maybe it's a big flash.
That's not a white beard.
Who, the guy on the right?
Yeah, the guy on the right has a Fat Joe beard.
Oh, the guy on the right has maybe.
That's a biracial beard, nothing else.
No, that could be a shortcut, like Irish guy, like beard.
That is not an Irish guy beard. That's an Irish guy, Chris. I'm gonna say that's not our beard. I'm part Irish, Chris. I don't like you laughing at me like I can't be Irish, fam.
I forgot that you can claim Irish.
Claim Irish? I don't want to fucking claim Irish.
Well,
Irish wants to claim me.
I think that everybody definitely already dislikes these two cops to
For
get
sure.
them fired and then charged by the police department. Like everybody hates these guys.
Well, yeah, what was even the incident with the porcupines? What happened?
I'm gonna be honest. I think that the guy who filmed it is like maybe one of the most cruel of them all. Like if they needed to kill a porcupine because sometimes like animals can be annoying. That's not their job. That's animal control's job. But I could see them being like, well, fuck it. We have nothing to do. We're cops in a small town. Let's kill it. I don't want to sound like I'm defending those guys because those guys suck. But then the other guy was like, I'll film it. And for some reason, they didn't get that guy in as much trouble when it sounded like he was just as excited about.
But what if he was like, I'm filming it to make sure you fuckers go down?
I like that idea, but
I don't think that's what he was doing. I'm just asking.
Yeah.
I will say this is a huge win for porcupine rights. I will say the porcupines have to be celebrating somewhere.
People will think twice.
Yeah. No, this is just weird. I don't know. It's just a fucking weird article. It's just interesting. Twitter had every right to be offended and pissed off, and this is bullshit. And to me, this is just a reflection of what America looks like in a lot of ways. That we value. I mean, we have motherfuckers to this day that won't forgive Michael Vick because they value dogs' lives over humans' lives. And I'm not saying I don't value dogs' lives. I have to, in which I like, okay, somewhat. No, I'm joking. I have to, in which I fucking love dearly. But at the same time, I'm still an individual that firmly believes in valuing human lives over animal lives slightly. I think animals have every right to live, but I do value humans' lives more. So for people to not forgive someone like Mike Vick and for like these dudes going down doesn't surprise me. We value these things in this country more than we have black people.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, well,
PETA will paint you on a motherfucking red carpet and do all type of shit to you. Yeah. I fuck with PETA. Cool, do your thing. I don't think you should throw paint on my shit, but you throwing paint on my shit, you'll do all this shit. But are those same individuals making sure they out here at these protests? I don't know. Not saying they're not. Just saying they might fall on the same day. And the animals gonna get that. They gonna get the protest numbers if they follow the same day. The Black Lives Matter protest and PETA protests today.
What are they doing?
I guess those porcupines need someone. I'm just saying, that's how motherfuckers acting. This shit.
And I mean, I think first of all, everyone's got to be like, yeah, those guys should have got fired for beating porcupines to death.
With you.
Then second, people got to go, am I making sure I feel the same way about humans?
Yes. It should even be second. It should be first. Feel this way about humans, and then also you should feel that way about animals as well. Yeah, but like, where are they at again? Where's this at?
Yeah,
Maine?
Are
there just porcupines walking around in Maine?
He killed 11 porcupines.
One of the officers killed. The groundhogs paid him. It's the only answer to the story is that it's a mafia hit. I want these fuckers dead.
Maybe this guy's just anti-porcupine.
I mean, I just saw them. I get it.
I don't like.
I don't get 11 dying. No, that's crazy.
It was definitely like.
Why did he kill 11? How did he kill 11? How did he get his hands on 11? How did the word not get out? There's a white dude out here killing us, y'all. There had to be talks in the community of porcupines being like, hey, y'all be careful in these streets.
Yeah, I think people.
They snatching porcupines up.
Yeah, and
they lynching niggas.
Animal control isn't doing anything, and then this guy's like,
defund the animal control. Defund the animal patrol. Defund the animal patrol.
I'll step in. and it's two officers are like, let's go get these porcupines this summer.
Oh shit. And you know what it's gonna take? It's gonna take the fucking horses. It's gonna take the dogs. It's gonna take the coyotes. It's gonna take every animal out there stepping up and realizing what's right is right.
These guys got fired. I'm happy they're killing the porcupines. I'm protesting. I'm the one who called the police.
Those damn porcupines don't do anything but start issues. Never had anything good from porcupine.
I mean, I don't know. What do porcupines do for
what is Nucky doing, Chris? I love him. He's here.
Cute.
I'm not against them. Porcupines are probably not doing anything. They're living. But that's not true.
I think that's all I know about porcupines.
That's not true. I think I just learned something recently. They don't even do that shit all the time. That's obviously a defense mechanism. They won't just hit you with that. They can do it.
Are you saying the media?
They can do it. No, the porcupines. They can do it accidentally because it sheds. It's when it gets off of them like sometimes a year. So you can just touch them and think they're like spiky and be like, oh, they're trying to spike me. No, it's coming off of them. You can actually pull those off pretty easy as their new skin sheds.
You just overturned a media narrative about porcupines that's been setting them back for a long time.
Yeah, man.
Because we were like, well, porcupines are bad.
Because you never wanted to get to know porcupines. You know why? Because you didn't go to school. Porcupines, you didn't have to. They did.
Yeah.
Those porcupines.
We just heard they were spiky.
Parents, that's all you heard.
We heard they were spiky.
And then you know they say, and it's not even the same thing. But they point at Sonic and they say, well, one of you made it. And I'm like, that's a hedgehog. That's not even a porcupine. And y'all don't care.
Man.
Deep shit right
porcupines.
there. If you guys really unwrap that whole segment, you'll be just as high and lost as we are.
Some of it tracked.
Some of it was good.
Some of it tracked.
Some of it was fucking good. Let's get into something else.
Okay.
Fuck those cops.
This cop is a weirdo if he's just like going around killing animals.
11? Is he only answering these calls? But sir, there's a robbery at 7-Eleven. No, not me. No, I'm going to keep listening. He just keeps listening to the radio till finally, there's a porcupine outside my house. Bingo. He just takes off. He's all the way across town.
Hey, grab your cell phone. Dave, I'm about to kill another porcupine.
You know, the record's 10.
I think I can beat it by the end of the summer.
Oh, shit. All right, Alana, where we at? Sorry about that.
13 charged in plot to kidnap Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer. 13 people were charged Thursday in an alleged domestic terrorism plot to kidnap Michigan Democratic Governor Gretchen Whitmer, federal and state officials announced. The alleged scheme included plans to overthrow several state governments that the suspects believe are violating the U.S. Constitution, including the government of Michigan and Whitmer, according to a federal criminal complaint. 6 people were charged federally with conspiracy to kidnap, and 7 other people associated with the militia group Wolverine Watchmen were charged by the state. Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel announced. The individuals in state custody are suspected to have attempted to identify the home addresses of law enforcement officers in order to target them, made threats of violence intended to instigate a civil war, and engaged in planning or training for an operation to attack the Capitol building of Michigan and to kidnap government officials, including the governor of Michigan, Nessel said at a press conference. The arrests are likely to draw additional attention to the political tensions rolling in the nation in the closing weeks of the 2020 election season, and the underlying warnings of law enforcement officials, members of Congress, and groups that track extremism about the increasing threat to extremist and far-right groups. Whitmer at times have been the focus of extreme vitriol from far-right groups over her handling of the coronavirus pandemic.
So the long story short is these 12 guys,
the disciples, they call themselves,
the Wolverine Watchmen. I wonder where they got that idea from. Also, look at the 2 guys on the upper right.
Mm-hmm.
They're just like they're
the Bash Bros.
I think they're twins.
We're the Bash Bros.
They decided that they're gonna overthrow the government of Michigan.
Yeah,
which is terrifying. It's terrorism and it's bad and terrible. But I also just am curious what their long-term plan was. Like, how did they truly see this panning out?
You think they planned past overthrow the government of Michigan?
And then and then what?
You think there's more? You think they were like, let's put a full fucking plan together and map out what the future looks like for the state of Michigan? Or do you think those guys are like, let's go down there and fucking let them know who we are?
They were going to kidnap her.
Were they?
Yeah, there's a quote.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, but like, where are they?
Yeah, there's like a quote. There's a record. There was an. By the way, there was a guy who was undercover. That's how they recovered this.
I know, but I'm just looking at this group. That's it for me.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at the group. I just don't know. I don't know if I believe these guys were going to execute anything. No, I believe they're terrorists.
They had
nonetheless.
plans.
I know plans.
Yeah.
I know plans. I'm saying executing and plans are two different things.
Oh, okay.
I'm looking at the groups that I don't know if they execute. I'm saying, yes, they had plans. They had definitely terrorists. They had plans to do a lot of shit. I'm looking at them and saying, I don't know.
Do you think not one of them is going, but then what? But what happens next? Because there's 12 of them. It's not like there's 4 of them.
I'm with you. I'm looking at them and I'm trying to see which one it is.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of thinking.
It's kind of tough. I feel like everyone is just being like, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. Let me see.
I don't see the straight man either. I guess it's him because he looks most like an actor.
Pete Davidson playing with him.
Pete Davidson.
Pete Davidson's in this movie.
Yeah, Pete Davidson's in this movie for sure. I don't know who the likable main character is in this group. It's got to be the guy who's undercover.
Who's the leader?
I think that I don't know if the twins are leaders
one of these
or
guys
if they're
is undercover, or is the undercover guy not pictured?
I imagine the undercover guy isn't pictured.
It'd be cool though. The undercover guy was like, "I want to stay so undercover that we all got caught together."
I wonder what the undercover guy does.
And then he just never goes to prison.
Oh, so at the very end
of the movie, he's like, we all get caught together. They all go to court. They all get found guilty, and then they all walk away. But when they get in the inside, they never see the undercover guy.
You're like, I just want to be famous for being a white supremacist.
Want you to be able to Google my name and face as a Nazi.
But I don't want to actually go to jail.
Yeah.
They also apparently were trying to take over the government of Virginia. So that one makes
Michigan
a little more
and
sense.
Virginia?
They had Michigan and Virginia.
Okay.
There was a plan. I think
so they
there was a plan.
They weren't on no like state to state shit, like close by, like let's do this, and they were like, yo, let's spread out. Michigan and Virginia.
Yeah, those are far apart, right?
Yeah, those are not up on each other at all.
Here and here.
Yeah,
but they're like, we already have Ohio.
For sure, for sure.
They're like, we're good there.
Yo, where do you know they're good at? Are they a part of another group? Are they like a, you know what I'm saying? Like, are they a sub tier or something?
I think
yeah,
of
white supremacists.
Yeah, they're an all right group.
Okay, yeah, but they knew. What's the name of this group?
So if they call themselves the Wolverine.
The Wolverine Watchmen. So it's Michigan Watchmen. Because the Michigan Wolverines.
Oh, I thought it was. It sounded to me like it was named after Hugh Jackman and
Watchmen.
The Watchmen.
No.
I thought they were superhero.
Michigan Wolverines.
Fans.
Michigan Wolverines.
Are Wolverines a little bit like porcupines?
What?
Hedgehogs?
No, Wolverine.
What do Wolverines look like?
Wolverines like vicious fucking like
a Wolverine could be
in the code. No,
I don't know. I can't picture what a Wolverine.
I think a Wolverine's like a
wolf?
fucking beast looking thing. Yeah, it is real. It looks kind of like a bear.
Oh fuck! But it's smaller. It's like a rodent, right?
Some of them are smaller.
Oh, it does look.
You're thinking of a Tasmanian devil. It has a long tail though. This is what Wolverine is?
Don't sell me on Wolverines in the context of this story, because those look pretty cool.
Well, what you said, I think I'm going to join the group. What you said was they were the Wolverine Watchmen. I'm guessing they're watching over fucking Michigan, the Michigan Wolverines. You said they were taking over Michigan. I'm also making all of this up in my head, but it makes sense to me. If
that's
actually the Wolverine Watchmen.
I thought they were just Marvel fans.
I don't even think
they
Watchmen
could also
is Marvel.
be watching for Wolverines.
I'm not sure I follow.
Like, if we just find out that like the police and alt-right groups are just really anti-big rodent.
Oh, okay.
You know?
So the first two cops killed the porcupines. These 12 guys were sent to kill Wolverines.
Yeah, that's the connection. Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Why 12 of these guys? Only 2 for porcupines.
We don't know that there were only 2.
Oh, that is true.
The other guys are like,
No, these guys are white supremacists. Let's not put them into.
Yeah, sorry.
I guess the cops are too. I guess you're right, Chris.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's a connection. Yeah, no, these guys suck and they're terrorists, and it's just insane that I know that I was very political last show, but that it's just insane that that our leadership isn't like directly denouncing this.
Our leadership knows what he's doing, bro. He got one shot, and that's just hoping that white people stick together
and uplift these guys among us.
And hey, for quite some time, you guys have. I think finally you guys are waking up and being like, oh
God,
these guys are terrorists for sure.
Yeah, like. They're just doing a lot of fishing, right? Otherwise, they're like terrorists, but they like to fish.
These guys.
All right, let's go to the next one. Those guys like to do meth.
Definitely.
There's definitely meth sprinkled in.
Man, did you just see Coming to America 2 sold to Amazon for $125 million?
Wow, before production? Or they've
already shot it? They already shot it. They shot it in Atlanta. Yeah, they shot it in Atlanta.
$125 million.
$125 million.
What?
I said they bought Borat.
They
bought Borat, and then they just bought Coming to America 2. I said they should have bought Tenet as well. But
wow, that would have been huge.
Yeah,
that would have been a huge.
Well, they got the fucking money.
Well, so how much is like
Amazon?
Do you have a comparison of a movie that has been sold for $100 million before?
Sold for $100 million? I've never heard of it.
I've never heard of it either.
I've never heard of it in my fucking life.
I've heard of big deals.
I've heard of people being like,
well,
I sold
Dave
a
Chappelle's
movie.
Specials were
but that's still a deal.
Yeah.
You're selling one movie. People sell movies for like, a big thing is like people sold that for $10 million. And then you go over splits and everything of how you're going to, the producers, whatever it is. I'm saying the studio bought this for $125 million.
Which is way bigger than any other movie.
I've never heard of this a day in my fucking life.
That's interesting. Is there John Ross?
Did we ever talk about the fact that Tory Lanez was actually indicted or whatever, or charged officially?
No, but I got some shit to say about that. Listen, sometimes we like him. I'm just joking.
Okay, I didn't know where you were
going. Being Drea. Oh
shit! Shit! That wine's good, huh? I did not see that coming. Yeah, Chris is messy. Chris is a little shady bitch. Chris is a little shady. I thought it was funny. No, I'm fucking with you. I'm here for a queen. The NBA Finals, we have to read a fucking article about the LA Lakers won the championship. Let's give it for the LA Lakers.
Hell yeah.
We live here in LA. Shout out to LeBron James. Fucking amazing. Shout out to Jimmy Butler, who's a homie of mine. He played an amazing series. He showed how to lead a team. Miami's going to be a destination place. They have room for 2 more max players and only Jimmy there. They just made it to the NBA Finals and win 5 games for the LA Lakers. Amazing. But LeBron has his 4th ring. For me, I said this before, I'll say it again. We can stop arguing if LeBron is the GOAT. To me, what makes you the GOAT is what you do on and off the court. Mm-hmm. And what LeBron has already done off the court is far greater than anything Michael Jordan could ever do. And then secondly, LeBron on the court, his accolades are just there, if not better. LeBron's in year 17. He just won an NBA Finals MVP.
That's true.
When Michael Jordan was playing year 17, he was on the Wizards. And
no, really? That's the same timeline?
That same years, yeah.
Oh, I feel like the Wizards are like, might as well have just not played basketball anymore.
The Wizards are Hamilton on the second go around without Lin-Manuel.
It's the national tour cast. No, I mean, they still had Michael Jordan, but it was just I feel like as a Michael Jordan fan, you pretend that didn't happen.
It was a going home.
That's insane. I've never heard that comparison that LeBron in his career right now is where Jordan was with the Wizards.
It's actually crazier. Let me tell you why it's crazier. Mike took some years off, right? LeBron played basketball from the age of 18 years old in the NBA till now. He has not taken any years off. Let me tell you why. He had 1 year that he did not play the playoffs, and that was it. Other than that, LeBron has played in the fucking Olympics every 4 years. He's got like 3 gold medals. Then on top of that, he's played every playoffs to the end. He plays in the finals. There are players who go through injuries and can't fucking do whatever and make it to round 1. He has played to the end of each fucking playoff. He has played more games than anyone. He has taken his team to the finals 10 times.
Wow.
He's the greatest player to ever live. Not the greatest scorer, not the biggest dog out there. But when you look at basketball and its totality of passing, shooting, dribbling, fucking rebounding, and scoring, LeBron James. No, don't edit that shit. I did fuck that up. Fuck you all. LeBron James is the greatest player to ever live.
Hey, you've convinced me. I also think that the NBA bubble is a very, very impressive achievement. I think it's incredible. I think it's inspirational. And I think other institutions can learn from it. Like, that's how you need to approach coronavirus, is like, how can we make it work anyway? In a safe way for everybody. And so many people are like, well, fuck it. No,
that's
you
why your dog
dissed
him, though. That's why Trump dissed him recently.
My dog, don't say that.
So Trump dissed him
Why
recently.
Did he diss them?
He dissed him
because he can't pull it off?
Yes, he dissed him because it was like this trending thing on the internet, in the news, that, hey, government, hey, America, take notes from the NBA on how to fucking plan and execute. Yep. They had 0 coronavirus cases the whole time they were there. They played 172 games.
That's incredible.
They were there for 3 months straight and a little more, give or take days. They were there for 3 months straight and they had 0 coronavirus cases. Huh?
Apparently is definitely a good point. But either way,
I'm not here to fucking throw dirt on their name for no reason. Nobody has proof they had coronavirus cases. And they really fucking put themselves in a
100%.
bubble. They're in a bubble, a real bubble.
And they pulled it off. And they're like young. Also, I think that's inspirational because, they're young people. And these old white dudes in Congress can't fucking pull it off without having a breakout spread all over Washington, D.C.
spread.
These young people do have the self-control.
Who fucked the bat?
Did you see the South Park?
Of course, I watched it twice.
So good.
So good. So good. So good.
They killed it.
Yeah.
They killed it. The South Park pandemic special is good.
Yeah, watch it if you haven't.
Let's go to the next article. What time is it?
New York grandparents are kidnapped and taken to Canada. Their captors demanded the return of cocaine worth of $3.5 million. They were freed after the authorities used cell phone data to track them in a house in Quebec. On September 27th, a group of men broke into a home in Moira, New York, a town of about 3,000 people near the Canadian border, and kidnapped the couple in their 70s who lived there, the authorities said. In what prosecutors described as a terrifying ordeal, the couple were driven into Quebec and ferried across the St. Lawrence River before they were taken by car to the province's eastern townships. At one point, the kidnappers placed hoods or pillowcases over the captives' heads, according to a criminal complaint.
This is like a 6-season series.
Yeah, this is Breaking Bad's return season.
Then the kidnappers issued their demands. They contacted the couple's son and insisted he put them in touch with a person who they said had 50 kilograms of cocaine that belonged to them. The cocaine was to be returned, or else they were to be paid the $3.5 million value of the drugs, the complaint said. A photograph showing the couple alive in captivity were sent to their son. Officers from the province's police force, the Sûreté du Québec, rescued the victims from a house in Magog on September 29th after the authorities traced cell phone messages to the area and recognized trees in the background of the photograph, the authorities said. 6 people have been charged in connection with the kidnapping, including 3 who were found in the house with the victims, the complaint said.
Are you paying for them? That's the question you got to ask yourself. At 77, 78, I don't know if my parents would even want me to pay $3.5 million for them. My parents are cool as shit. You ain't gonna kill my parents if you let them talk. Now, if you got them gagged the whole time, yeah, you might kill them.
Well, to be fair, in this scenario, when these people steal your parents, they say that you owe them $3.5 million.
I know what they said.
So you're saying you could be like, just have my parents. They're not. But then, like, don't you think those people will still be going after you?
No, I'm gonna make them. All right, we're gonna get together, sign paperwork that says my parents are worth $1.75 apiece, and that if you keep them or kill them, it's up to you.
No, I want them to be my parents.
Yeah, you take them as your parents.
They're my parents now.
You buy them as parents. Parent Swap. A new TV show on ABC. Parent Swap. That'd be a good show, man. Would you watch Parent Swap?
Parents swap?
Like wife swap, but parent swap. And you swap parents.
Okay.
Yeah, are you with this?
That's kind of what happens. No,
I got it. I'm saying older.
A pair of parents.
Older, too.
And now
and you
have
get to call them and talk to your parents about your problems now.
So you know
how college is going.
Now
to your Muslim dad that you just had.
Parents?
Yeah. That's what I'm with. I like it.
That's hilarious.
There's
a sketch there for sure. Because people finding out that other people's parents are just better than their parents and then having to swap back and just be like, no, it's just been like my whole life.
We've talked about this before. You found out that you don't find out your mom can't cook until you get older and taste other people cooking.
Yeah, I never said that, Mom.
No, yes, you did. You said it on this show. You said
I probably did.
You were like, I didn't know my mom couldn't cook, and then I tasted some other people's food, and I was like, damn.
Well, some people's moms are cooks. You know, my mom.
Yeah, whatever. Clean it up.
My mom eats to live. You know.
Why'd you dig the hole deeper?
Fine.
You could have got out instead. You took a shovel.
She has like a group of foods she likes.
Yeah,
and
she got like 4 dishes.
Too.
She got like 4 dishes.
Yeah.
But you also think you're a cook now. This has been something you've been doing over like the last 4 years. I'm your real friend.
I feel like for a while I've been.
All you got was a fucking slow cooker, and you thought to yourself you became.
I'm not even on slow cooks anymore. I got
anymore.
I got a food processor now. I'm making hummus.
Okay. Oh shit. Okay, let's talk that talk.
Yeah, I'll make some dips.
You fuck with the air fryer? And how was it?
So I used my sister's air fryer.
How was it?
It was amazing.
Amazing, right?
Dude,
it's a cheat code, right? It's a cheat code.
You can make like fries.
It's a fucking cheat code. You can do whatever you want in the air fryer.
What do you make in the air fryer?
Nothing. Just know people who touch it. I like the whole air fryer game. I get it. I fucking get it.
Do you make chicken?
Whoa, what the fuck was that, Chris? Guess number 1 was chicken? Let's
Because
go with guess number 2, fried watermelon. Why don't we?
Because I've seen you make chicken in the air fryer. Or maybe Frank. Maybe I've seen Frank.
Yeah, you can make chicken in there. People make chicken in there. My girl make chicken in there sometimes.
I put avocado in there?
Yeah.
Avocado. They turn it into fries? I did this.
Avocado in fries?
What? I took an avocado. I put it in there, and it basically turned into an avocado fry.
What the fuck are you even talking about? You mean like a Roomba, like it whipped it around in there and made avocado fries, or you mean like the avocados itself turned into fries?
So I did slices.
So you sliced the avocado,
put it in there, and the air fryer kind of makes it.
Okay, you made me think that you had fries in there already. Then you put the avocado in there, and they made avocado fries, and I was like, interesting.
But no, you just mean that feels magical.
But no, you just mean you cut the avocados up, and now you got avocados that are fried.
Yeah.
Yeah, you make fried Oreos in there?
I haven't like fucked around with one. I had one night with one.
One night only. One night. It's one night stand with an air fryer.
Oh yeah, which it was.
One night stand with an air fryer.
My girlfriend and I were like, "What else can we put in this?"
Yeah, you put your dick in by the end of the night.
It fucked it up.
It fucked it up.
Yeah.
Is that one more?
I think we need one more.
One. If I had one wish, you be.
I think so.
Who sings that song, Chris? If I had one wish. No, Chris, you losing black points, fam.
What is
and you had got like 4 last week out of nowhere.
I'll get a melatonin injection.
That's whoa. That won't get you black points. I'll lose you more. It was Ray J.
Oh,
Ray J, Brandy's brother.
I know who Ray J is.
No, it was from another song. You could have got another point right there. You lost it again. That's a Lil' Kim song. The Lil' Kim used to fuck Ray J, right? No, Whitney Houston used to date Ray J. That's classic.
Ray J's really done it for himself.
Ray J is the ultimate hustler in life. In life.
Really?
If you want to look up to somebody, look up to Ray J.
Really?
What?
I don't know. I've never heard the
You talking about D Money? You talking about Dorian from Moesha? You talking about then he became a singer and had real life hits? Sexy Canna. Yeah. You talking about a nigga that made glasses just last year, unbreakable glasses that broke live on TV, but indoor outdoor pool. He's about Ray J. Ray J is an entrepreneur. He was one of the first people to make them little birds, the fucking birds. Now they're known as birds. Ray J had those scooters before anybody.
I guess I didn't realize Ray J was so intertwined with culture. Then he really is.
Culture, fam. There is no culture without Ray J. Ray J been
Ray
around.
J's kind of the middle of it all.
Ray J is the liaison between people and culture. He brings culture to the people. But yeah, man, do your research on Ray J. Ray J, that dude, man.
Yeah.
He dated Whitney Houston.
I had no idea that was
The late, great Whitney Houston.
Wow.
To me, the greatest vocalist of all time.
What's that age difference?
It don't matter, fam.
I mean, I'm
What
just
it don't?
curious.
No, it don't matter, fam. We talking about Ray J here.
I'm not judging anybody.
I guess it's a big difference. Sexy, can I just pardon your manners? All right, next article. The last one. Ray J made Kim Kardashian. Let's not forget.
I know. I was thinking about Kim
I forgot all about that.
Sorry, I thought it was ironic that you never mentioned the Kim Kardashian.
No, because that's not even how I know Ray J.
That's how a lot of people know Ray J.
Ray J did introduce her to the world, and I fuck with Kim Kardashian and all of them. But Ray J did.
But it's I feel like Ray J's dick created something much bigger than
his
Ray
dick.
J. Like I think it's almost like he skyrocketed her.
You think Ray J?
I honestly, I kind of, and this is just my perspective on the world. I don't mean anything harmful to Ray J, but I saw Ray J unfortunately as Brandy's brother, and then the guy who had sex with Kim Kardashian.
That was a song.
Ray J was never Ray J.
No, you crazy, fam.
Ray J was always somebody else.
Are you crazy? One wish. If I had one wish. You telling me you don't know that song?
I'll probably do it if I hear it.
If I sang it better. Sexy can I?
Sexy can I just
Yeah.
That's Ray J?
Yeah, bro.
I take it back. Well, that's where he finally gained significance.
You remember he had that other song with the New Boys. What was that song called? Bobby, I know you loved it.